This year, alongside the main event for the first time, was the Junior Ryder Cup, a competition that has been priming the best young amateurs from Europe and America since 1997. One player in Europe's ranks who's hotly tipped for the top is Bradley Neal. The 18-year-old Scot was behind the scenes at Gleneagles all week with his teammates, meeting the players, and even got to play alongside them out on the course. It's been a great year for Bradley, who won the Amateur Championship and also played in the Open Championship. Last week was the icing on the cake.
It's definitely up there, you know, with winning the Amateur and playing in the Open and stuff like that. It's definitely up there, representing Team Europe at my home club and sort of the last event in my season, and then get to come up here and experience all this. You know, meeting players like Justin Rose and all these guys that I've met at the Open, and you know, they actually still recognise me, which is incredible. But it's just great to be a part of all this. You know, these are guys that I watch on TV every week, and you know, it's just incredible that these guys actually still recognise me, and you know, they turn around and stop what they're doing just to have a chat, and you know, it just shows how nice these guys are and how, you know, they're just such great golfers, and it's incredible to be able to see them up close like this.
Neal won the Amateur Championship at Royal Portrush after a closely fought final with South African Xander Lombard. He clinched the match with a half on the par 5 35th hole for a 2-1 victory in the 36-hole final, and became the first Scot to win the Amateur Championship since 2004. A proud moment that may well be the first in a long line of high-profile triumphs. As is customary, Neal made his major debut at Hoylake, an experience he will never forget.
I was down there the month before, just sort of in preparation to get to play around on the course, and you know, just seeing the stands and stuff like that, you know, just sort of gave me a bit of goosebumps. But standing on that first tee on the Monday was incredible, just seeing everyone around and seeing the crowds down the fairway. And you know, you're obviously really nervous, but when the world #1 at the time, Adam Scott, comes up and says if you can join, it adds a little bit more pressure to the situation.
The Ryder Cup was in Scotland for the first time in over 30 years and is sure to inspire a host of young Scottish talent. Neal, like all the junior Ryder Cuppers, had a great opportunity to learn inside the ropes. The gap between the amateur ranks and the pros is a massive transition, but he's keeping his feet on the ground.
Because I know how good they are, and I know where I'm at. So obviously I need to take a few steps more to get to their level. But no, when I get to that stage, hopefully I'll be able to contend against these guys, because I know how good they are. So just hopefully I can get there sooner rather than later.
The Junior Ryder Cup was held just down the road from Gleneagles at Bradley's home course, Blair Gowrie. He was hoping his local knowledge would prove helpful for Europe in a contest that's been dominated by the Americans in recent years. Teams are made up of 6 boys and 6 girls. The likes of Suzanne Peterson and Lexi Thompson have also taken part over the years. Although Bradley in Europe ended up on the losing side last week, he will be hoping to follow in the footsteps of Spieth, McIlroy and Mahan, who are also previous Junior Ryder Cup players. That journey towards a pro career continues next year, when he'll play both the Masters and the US Open, but he's happy to remain an amateur for now.
You know, I've got a lot of opportunities to come from winning the amateur, so I'm going to take full advantage of all those. And you know, and if I play well up to the US Open, then we don't know when Turner Pro might be. But you know, I think having Walker Cup in mind is a good date to turn pro, and I think that's what I'm going to stick with for just now.